Yes, we are live on YouTube. I'm waiting for you all to join so that we can call in our guests for today. Please introduce yourself. Introduce yourselves in the comment section. We are waiting for others to join us so that we can begin afresh. So let me have your name and expectation, your expectation today. Name. Mr. Mr. Uh, Mr. Southwark. I don't know if I get that correctly. Mr. Gabriel, welcome. Yes, we are 6 in number now. So we are going to work within the frame of time we have here. We are spending just 30 minutes for this live session. I appreciate you all for joining. Thanks so much. Oh, Mr. Uh, Southwark, you said I'm correct. Thank you for that. Thanks so much, sir. Thank you. Yes, we are waiting for others to join us. Let's give them like 3 to 4 minutes, then we begin. Because we have some people they will still miss this section, and then they will want to replay. They will want to watch the replay. So we will not wait too long. Yeah, so I'm still expecting others to join us. Just few people more, then we begin. So let's say we are going to start by 7:10. We are going to begin by 7:10. I'm going to begin by 7:10. Sorry, I had issue with my. Yes, yes. We are waiting for a few more minutes, and we begin. So sorry for keeping you waiting. I just want others also to gain from the beginning, from the very beginning, so that we won't have just think we have 5 people on the line right now. We were 6 before. Some people were coming back, going back, coming back. It's okay. So I'll be calling on stage our guest for today in a few minutes time, so that we can get um to the date of the day. So without wasting time, I believe few of us here should know me by name. I am Jeremiah Obafemi by name, and what I do basically is business consultation, business registration. We also call it incorporation and business structuring. That's what I do basically, and I've helped a lot of people in that field. And for the guest we have for today, A is very good at giving the right information that we need to structure our business right. We're actually in the same field where we are in the same career. But what makes the difference is that he has more deeper knowledge in tax. That's why we need to invite him here so that he can speak more on it for us all to get something out of it. So for those of us that have joined, I would like you to click on subscribe button, like this video, like this live session, and then share it to others. Let's do that in the next 3 minutes that we have left so that we can begin. We have 3 minutes more to do that so that can call to the stage the guest for today. Please let's do that in 2-3 minutes. Let's do that, please. Subscribe, like, and then share. Let's do that. Mr. John Okoro, thank you for joining. I'm a good person right from onset. Thank you for joining. I think I know almost everyone that have commented here. Thank you. Yes, I'm waiting for you all. Let's subscribe. Let's like this live session, and then let's share to others. Everybody needs to know this 2026 tax law. Everybody, now Nigerian law about tax is now more serious. It's getting more serious. It's getting more seriously than like unlike before. We can bypass the what is it called, all these taxes of a thing, because many of us we were earning in cash, but nowadays almost 90% of Nigerians, their money pass through banks, so there's no way you can deny it. So that's why we need to take this thing more seriously. We have 1 minute more so that we can begin. We are starting exactly 7:10. 7:10. Yes, we still have one minute more. 1 minute left. Do we still have more people joining? Have you done what I said we should do? Mr. Joseph Israel from Lagos, welcome. Thanks so much for joining. So I have a lot of questions here for the guests that we are going to analyze for us. I think these are common, frequently asked questions about the new tax. So that's why I compiled them up here. So if we are able to cover them all or part of them, after then, I will then ask us here for a few questions. Some of us will also come up with questions so that we can take it from there. So it's time. Let's begin. So the person that is going to take charge that we called as guest for this session, for this webinar, is Gostine Adebayo by name. Is Gostine Adebayo. He's a legal practitioner, and as well, he has he is very experienced. He has experience in this tax of a thing. He has gone through it. He understands everything about it. So that's why we need to listen to him today as I call him to the podium. Mr. Gostine, let me call you on stage.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Jerry. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. So
Thank you.
there's some background noise there.
I think it should be cleared now. How
Yes.
now?
Yes, much better now. So thanks so much for your time and for taking that on yourself. to educate others about this, because it's actually been ambiguous. Many people were saying different things. Everybody was just saying anything that comes to their mind. Some for engagement's sake, some to mislead, some to cause fear, some to make people go against the new law, some to create a bad impression about the government. So that's why we want to hear from you today what the 2026 tax law is all about. So let me start with this question. What is that thing that is different in this new law that will be effective by 2026? What is the difference between that one and the present one we have? Can you shed some light on that, sir?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Jerry. I want to be clear that you can hear me. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you. I hope you can
All
you
right.
can all hear.
All right. Can you hear me so I can proceed?
Yes, yes, yes. You can continue. You can continue, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. So, about the new tax law, I want to start by saying that the Nigerian tax law is about to take a whole new dimension. It's about to take a whole new dimension and changes. Okay. And everyone should be prepared at this point for it. So there are so many things that I knew about the new tax law, but then I'm just going, because of time, I'm just going to be emphasizing on three of them. The first one is tax relief for small businesses, tax relief, and it eliminates the old consolidated relief allowance for individuals and replaces it with a fixed 800,000 taxable threshold. Now, you will notice that in the new tax law, there's tax relief for individuals and then there's for businesses. For individuals, you will notice that before, prior to this new tax law, in the existing and current law, there is no real exemption for individual taxpayers. I mean, those that are liable to pay tax under the personal income tax. I mean, those who are employed, by employers, and those who probably run businesses that are not registered as companies. But then this new tax law makes a provision of an 800,000 annual threshold, whereby if you make either 8,000 or below annually, you are exempted completely from tax. Then from companies, you will notice that there are also some reliefs for companies, and taxation for companies has now taken a new dynamic turn. Prior to now, we had different three classifications of companies. We had small companies, we had medium-sized companies, we had large companies, and they were all taxed differently. But now, the new tax law has made provision of just two types of companies, that is small companies and then large companies. And then small companies are not liable to any form of tax at all. So I think these are some of the things, in addition to others, are new and peculiar about this new tax law, and I think it's a welcome development. Thank you.
Okay. Though your net, I mean your audio is not fully clear. It's not really clear, but at the end of the whole thing, I could hear you talking about tax relief for small business owners and small earners. I hope that is correct, sir. So
Yes, that's
uh, that's part of what makes the difference. So earlier before the new tax law, that means there was no such relief before. Is that correct, sir?
yes. There was no such rule.
Yes. Let's get it clear. What is the tax rate? I mean, to what extent is that relief given? I mean, what is the threshold? Do you get the point, sir?
Yeah, I got it. I
Yes.
think that's a very important question, and I'll just delve into that. So for individuals, the new taxing law adopts a progressive tax systems. That means individual taxpayers, their income is divided into different thresholds, and then they are taxable on those different thresholds. I hope you understand. So the minimum threshold is 800,000 naira annually. So if you are an individual taxpayer and you earn 800,000 naira or below annually, you are subjected to no tax at all. Now, a lot of people
Okay.
might say, a lot of people might
Sorry,
say things like, hello,
can
can
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, you said individual that makes nothing less than or not more than 800,000 naira will be exempted from new tax law, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, okay. You can go on, sir. What of the business side?
What about, come again, please?
The business side, those people that are into business.
Yeah. For businesses, like I said, businesses have been classified into two, in contrast with three, as we see under the existing tax law. So businesses are divided into two. We have small businesses and then we have large businesses. Now, under the new tax law, what classifies a company as small business? It's any company that earns 100 million or less annually, and then has a total number of fixed assets that amount up to 250 million. I'll go over that again so that we can understand. So for a small company, any company that earns 100 million as their annual turnover per year, they make 100 million or less. And then their fixed assets, I mean, when you calculate the value together, sums up to about 250 million or less. They are classified as small companies and they are totally exempted from paying tax. They pay 0%.
Okay, that if I get that correctly, oh, your network. So if I get that correctly, I think what it's trying to say is that any business that is earning below 100 million naira, before I think it was 50 or 25 million naira, if I get it correctly, but now it has been increased. So if you are earning 100 million naira and then your net assets, that is the total amount of properties and every profit of the company is not more than 250 million naira, you are totally exempted from the new tax law. I think that is a good one. It makes people to it gives more, how would I put it gives us more hope. Hope. Yeah, one of the things that can make business grow is when we have an environment that enables that. I think that's what the new government is doing in this aspect. I'm not trying to praise the government. I don't know if we get the point. We're actually talking about taxes here. So, and this is majorly determined by the House of Rep, House of Assembly, the Senate. So it's not basically directly from the presidency. So I think that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, Mr. John Okoro, thank you for taking that note. Before it was 25 million. Yes, right. But now it is 100 million, as Mr. Gostein says, according to the law. Thank you. Your network, right?
Yeah, I really apologize for that.
The network is actually bad these days. I don't know why. That's why I had to put on three different three different internet providers, so that when I have issue with this one, I will use the other. So, so sorry for that. Uh, yes, from where you stop, I don't know if I get this right. I said the new law says any company earning above, below 100 million naira, and their net assets is not more than 250 million naira, they are exempted from the new tax law, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, that's good, sir. So is there any additional one on that, sir?
Well, like I said, companies are classified into two. So for
Yes.
100 million or less annual turnover yearly, okay, they are and 250 million amounting onto fixed assets. That's for small companies. They are exempted from tax. Any other company, that is any company that earns above 100 million yearly, okay, or have, their fixed asset amounting up to more than 250 million yearly, are counted as big companies, and then are subjected to 30% tax,
I
30%
can't hear
tax.
that. I can't hear that part, sir. They are going to pay what's the rate?
30%, 30,
Okay,
30% tax.
30%. So that means
Yes,
if it is 100 million and 500,000, you are going to pay tax. Do
yes,
you get?
and it is very it is important to point out that the condition is that for small companies it has to be 100 million turnover or less, or and 250 million fixed assets. So if they have 100 million annual turnover, but then their fixed asset amount to more than 250 million, they will be classified as a fixed company. I can understand. So it's conjunctive. So the condition is 100 million annual less and 250 million or less fixed asset. So they could have 250 million or less fixed asset and have more than 100 million, and they'll be counted as a large company. Or they have 100 million annual turnover or less and have more than 250 million fixed assets, and they'll be classified as a large company. So the condition is that they must meet a 100 million annual turnover and less, and must have a fixed assets accumulating up to about 250 million.
Yes, yes. I think that's clear. I hope we all get that explanation. Let me know in the comment section if we get that, so that we can move on to the next one. So, uh, so now we are talking about company because people are mixing it up. So for best understanding of people, now when you are talking about company, what do you mean actually? Do you mean business and registration, limited liability company, guarantee company, what is it called? Incorporated trustees. Which one actually are you talking about for people to understand that for more clarity? Are you there, sir? Mr. Augustine, we can't hear you again. We can't hear you again. Please, log out and log in again. Can you hear me? We can't hear you at all, sir. This network is somehow. So we are waiting for him to come back on the stage so that he can explain to us the one the law refers to as company, because we are actually mixing it up. When we register a business name, we call it company. When we register a partnership, we call it company. When we register limited liability company, we call it company. When we register what else? Incorporated trustees, we call it company. When we register guarantee, we call it company. Which one is actually known as company according to the law? Because what's it called? CAC, that is Corporate Affairs Commission, actually works with CAMA 2020. CAMA means Company and Aligned Matters Acts. So now we want to know from Mr. Gostein to let us know if what is it called? If all these categories of CAC are also company, which particular one is the tax actually referring to, the tax policy? So we need to know so that if we are among us that are CAC agents, so that we can get to know the one that is to be advised for our customer, for our clients. Do we get the point? So we are waiting for him to come back on stage. I think his network is really, really bad. Really, really bad. So Mr. Abubakar, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining from Adamawa. That's good. That's good. We are waiting for him. So before on stage, don't forget what he has already talked about. He had mentioned that payment of taxes will not be for everyone anymore, unlike before. Everyone have to pay tax. But as we all know, not all of us, we are all not paying taxes. We are not all paying taxes. Let me put it that way. But it is meant for it was meant for everyone before. But now some people have been exempted. Some threshold have been exempted. So that was what he said earlier. Now we was talking about company. Then I asked the question. Welcome back, Mr. Augustine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Yes. You were talking about. Are you off again? Oh, this network of a thing. This network. So we are waiting for him. Sorry for that. Don't forget the explanation I was saying. I was talking about that he has earlier mentioned that tax in 2026 will not be met for everyone. And the reason is because some some people that are earning below some certain threshold will not be paying tax, will not pay taxes at all. No matter the circumstance, they are not going to pay taxes at all in any form, and some certain businesses as well. So, as he said, I'm trying to recap. He said, number one, people earning 800,000 naira or below, they are not going to pay more. They are not going to pay any tax at all. They're not going to pay taxes at all in 2026. People were, even if you were not earning up to that, you would pay tax before, if you can remember. We don't actually pay taxes every month in Nigeria, especially people that are not into public sector, they are not public workers. They are not paying taxes every month. The reason is because it's not automated. It's not automated, but the way people pay taxes is when they want to apply for a loan, they want to apply for grants, they want to apply for government work, corporate work. Their children want to go to school. They will ask them to bring TCC, that is tax clearance certificate. Some people they will have to go and pay for 3 years tax, or they will file for no tax. That was the way we were doing it before. But if you can prove it as from next year that you don't earn more than 800,000 naira, you will be exempted from paying taxes. Now, the question will now lie on this. I hope you are all with me. The question will now be, it will be it is now electronic. How do I explain it that we get it? They now go through our bank statement. So now the question will now be, what of if the money in your account in a year is more than 5 million naira, and by of reality your money in it is not up to 800,000 naira, or is actually 800,000? How are we going to prove that? I think we need to ask Mr. God's time that question. So let me have him on board. You're welcome back, sir.
Thank you. I sincerely have to apologize again for the network connection.
Yes, I understand. We can all understand that. So now, the question I was asking before the network interruption, the question was, uh, which exact one is called company? Which one is recognized as company according to the law? you know, People register business name, limited liability company, limited partnership, and even normal partnership, the one of business partnership as well. People register guarantee company, people register incorporated trustees. Which one is actually the company that is expected to pay taxes once it is more than 100 million naira or more than 250 million net assets? Do you get that question?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Oh
did.
yeah. Okay, let's hear you,
Like
sir.
I was saying before, I went off, I said that question is a very important question because a lot of people actually get it confused. So I want to start by saying that let me just do this very brief clarification. So basically, basically, when you do a CAC registration, a lot of the ones that we're familiar with are business names, limited liability company, or limited, and then also trustees, otherwise referred to as NGO. How to understand. So, but for the ones that are really, really concerned that people really get confused is between the business name and limited. Now, you need to understand that the fact that you register your business as a business name does not give it a separate legal personality under law. Now, in order for your business that you are running to be separated and treated as a separate entity from you, an individual, it must earn that status. And how can you earn it? You earn it by virtue of registration in the CAC. So now, a business name
Can you,
registration is,
can you, uh,
yeah,
can
you
you,
said?
so I would like you to talk one after the other because we couldn't hear you when you are talking fast. I think maybe it's the network actually. We couldn't hear
Oh,
the whole words. So I would like you to say it one after the other so that we can get it clear. And it's actually the network. So just
all right.
for the benefit of
All right. So I said the major confusion is between the tax liability of a business name and a company that's a limited or limited liability company. I can understand. Then for incorporated trustee, that is out of the question. It's not even classified as a company. They are taxing, if any, because largely they are largely exempted from tax. But then they are subjected to tax if any. There are some conditions to that. But then essentially they are not in that tax system. How do you understand? So the major bone of
you are saying
contention,
that you said that an incorporated trustee is exempted from paying tax, right?
largely, largely.
Yes,
But then there are some exceptions.
that has been right from onset.
Yes, and that still remains.
Okay, okay, and then you as you said it is to some extent.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are not
So
going
far,
to talk much about that. I think maybe next or we get to know more through about that from you because if we go into that, it will divert our attention to another thing entirely. So you can continue, sir. You can continue on the
all right.
one you are talking of.
All right. So I haven't satisfied the aspect of incorporated trustees. Let's now focus on business name and limit. So I want you to get the understanding. So when you say a business name, when you register your business as a business name, it's still you as the individual. But then you just get to recognition under law that you are operating a business. It is not separated from you. So if you own a business name and the business operating as a business name, you are liable to tax under personal income tax as an individual. I can understand.
Okay,
So, but then
sir,
it is quite different if you yeah, it is
can you hear me?
quite different. Yeah, I can
I
hear
want
you.
to reiterate, I want to reiterate, I want to reiterate what you said because we can't really hear you clearly. I don't think the audience can hear you clearly. So what is that he actually said is that business name registration is not included in payment in paying taxes. And the reason is because the registration does not separate you and your business at all. Unlike company registration, that once you register a limited liability company, the business is an entity on its own. I've mentioned this time without number to my community and then to my clients as well. That when you register a company, it is a separate entity. It can take contracts, it can take loan, it can take things on its own. It can be sued on its own. But when it comes to business name, it's not different from you as a person. If there's any loan, if there's any debit, any debt, I mean DEBT, the right pronunciation is debt. So if there's any debt, you are liable for it, not the business. So you are not in any way separated from your business when it is business name. So yeah, when it is business name. So what that's what it was explaining before the network. So and he said you are to pay personal income tax for your business name. So though your business is exempted from paying taxes, but you as a person, you stand for the business to pay the tax. I think I'm correct. I'm correct with that. Am I correct, Mr. Godtime? Costine?
Yes, yes, because as a business name, the law
I can't
sees
hear
that
you.
whatever
Maybe the
profit.
network or you didn't put on your
I'm
mic.
asking, can you hear me?
Oh, this network of a thing. So
But you can.
sorry, people. I think. That network is actually the main challenge we have right now. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
So this network has been the challenge.
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Thanks so much, sir, Mr. Tanimowo Oluwaseun. Okay. Okay. I think that's okay. I will do that.
Can you hear
Yes.
me back?
Are you there now, Mr.
Yes, I'm
Gosline?
here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Are you there now? Yeah, it's still not here yet. I think there's a network. Okay, you can hear us both. Wow.
I can hear you, but I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Even till now. Am I the one behind? I don't know. Because I can't hear him again. And you people said you can hear him. Mr. Famous Trucks. You said you can hear him. Mr. John Okoro, you said uh you can hear both of us, but I can't hear him. I can't hear him anymore. I'm waiting for him to join again. His network is actually bad. And I hope we have gotten something so far. So this network of a thing is actually the reason for us staying too long. We have spent 36 minutes, and so I want to ask a question. And everybody hear me? Have we learned anything so far? If you have learned anything, please type it in the comment section. Let's see what you've learned, and I will pin it here for everybody to see. Once you put anything here, Mr. John Okoro, Mr. Famous, Mr. Taiwo Oluwatobi Loba, Mr. Tanimowo Oluwaseun. I don't know, maybe your comments were dropping in lately. Is it my network or what? I think the comments is dropping late here. I don't know that if the issue is from my hand or it is general. Yes, can everybody hear what I said? Please let's drop the points we have heard so far. Let's drop it. Let's drop it. Let's drop it. I'm waiting for you all. Is there no one online to respond? Is it my network or can anybody hear me? Yes, thank you, Mr. John Okoro. Individual earning 800K and below is exempted from paying tax. That's very correct. That's very correct. Let me show it on the stage. That's very correct. That's a good point. Thank you. Yes, another person put it here, Mr. Famous. Oh, I think this thing was dropping too late. Yeah, I'm not directly on YouTube. I'm not on YouTube. I'm actually on StreamYard. That is where I'm able to see the everything going on the back end. So another point here is let me put it here. I have learned that incorporated trustees are exempted from tax. That's correct. So, and be aware, it's actually to some extent. That's what he wanted to explain. And that to some extent means when the incorporated trustee, that NGO, is not involving in uh, any business. You know that some incorporated trustees, I mean some NGO, that they are also into uh, business aspects. Let me give an instance. A church, they can have what's it called? School, maybe seminary school, theological school, or normal Western education school. So for that kind of aspect, they will have to pay tax. I don't know if that is clear to us. So that is the exemption. That is for every general rule, there's an exception according to the law. So, uh, so we have, sorry, we have 2 points here. We have 2 points here already. I'm still waiting for him to come online. His network is really bad, and this making us here too long. Yes, another one is here. Thank you, Mr. John Okoro. Company threshold of 100 million and below, with net assets of 250 million and below, are exempted from paying taxes. That's correct. That's very correct. So Mr. God's time is sending me messages that his network is really bad. His network is really bad. Really bad. I'm looking for a way around that. Let me chat him up. Please, a minute. I'm still here with you all. Yes, sorry. Actually, take my time to chat him up so that we can know what the problem is. So it's actually his network. It's actually his network. His network. So I'm trying to chat him up. That's why I'm a bit off here. So sorry for that. So I think we have gotten some little explanation from him. Some little explanation from him. Let's wait for like 2 3 minutes. If he's not here anymore, then we are going to call it a day. And then I will ask you guys to get one of his materials where he explained everything about taxes. Uh, we are waiting for like 2 minutes more so that we can call it a day. And then I refer you all to him to get his book. He wrote an ebook on that taxes, how to understand everything. And then this will also help us to know how to communicate it to our customers. I think most of the people I have here, they are people into CAC registration, and you need the knowledge. We are not just CAC agents, but also consultants. So that's what actually make me different from others. I don't just go online to be shouting, "Come and buy you! I want to die here!" Oh no, people that know my value will actually come forth, and the reason is because I don't just jump into doing CAC registration for them. I take my time to listen to what they have to say, what their business, their scope of business, their structure, how best they need to put their business to make it right. So when customers see you giving them all this information and everything, they see you in a different way. Any amount you mention, they will pay. It's not like they will be telling you that business name registration, you have to pay. I mean, they ask you that, can you do company registration for me for 30,000? And you are saying you are begging them, please make it 35. You will actually cost it. But for those of you that are here today, I can see that you are here to to learn more. You are here to. I'm actually reading the message sent by Mr. Sets. I mean Mr. Augustine. Okay, I'm actually let me quickly reply him. Yes. So so let's let's make sure we get that ebook from him so that this will help us stand out among our peers. Do you get the point? And if you are a business person too, you are not CAC agent, you are your own business person. You need to understand the tax. You need to understand the law. Ignorant of the law is not an excuse. I hope you get the point. So I'll be, let's say, maybe we are going to call for this meeting again. I'm going to call for the meeting again because he's unable to join the live session anymore. He's unable to join. He's unable to join. The network is really bad from his end. So sorry for that, guys. And I believe we've learned one or two things from what we discussed today. And I know that you will take that as part of the knowledge you have acquired. So this is what some people go to study in school for 5 years. We go to law school to study this for 5 years. I mean, school of law to study it for 5 years. Then this what that's the thing you just get to know now. And then it is meant for everyone to know it actually. You have to know the law that relates with what you are doing. Because if you don't do that, you may eventually lose it out. So thanks so much for staying this long with us. I appreciate you so much. And I say bye for now. So I think introducing that, uh, yes, I mentioned about his ebook. I think we are going to talk about that later. And then I can let me pin the link so that everybody can see. So I'm sending it to the group. I'm sending it to the comment section. You can check it out. You can check it out. So for those of you that stay this long, I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate you a lot. So, I actually I want to pin it. Can everybody see it? Can we all see it? Can we all see it? So I will also, if you need it, you can reach out to me so that you can get it. You can get access to him. And then in the comment section also, you can check it out. You can check it. So thanks so much for listening to this extent. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. And then right from now on, every Saturday, I'll be taking my time to have session with the people in my community as well. And I'll still call Mr. God's time again to take us deeply on this. So I think what I will advise when it comes when we are able to talk one-on-one is to have 2-3 different network providers, or to have a MiFi or router that will give him more a faster internet connection, because that really matters. It really matters a lot. This thing has messed me up sometimes ago as well. So this network of a thing has messed up the whole plans we have for today. So sorry for that, my people. So see you next Saturday, next week Saturday. We are going to come up here again to discuss more on how you can make things better in your business, how you can position your business right, how you can make yourself an expert at what you do. So thank you and bye for now.